Name is Lakeisha Major, and I am here bringing you Thriving Thursdays, in which I give you key nuggets and to help you in your everyday life. So hopefully everybody is doing good, having a great day. I had to come on at an earlier time today because I had a conflict schedule, so I didn't want to miss. And last week I did a recording, and that went well, but I kind of like coming in live because it helps me sharpen my skills. It helps me to just deliver what you can, when you record, you can always stop and rewind and all of those things. But this is preparing me for the stage. And so I just decided to come on early and welcome everyone in. So thank you for joining Thriving Thursdays. We are getting started with another Thriving Thursday. So what we are talking about today is the lack of support should not break you. Last week we talked about how bad do you want it and your sense of urgency. And so today a little bit, because we are going to talk about how bad you want it, not so much the sense of urgency, but how bad that you do want it. So, with that being said, I got the topic from this weekend. I took off my mom hat and put on my cheer mom hat, and my daughter had a national competition in Ocean City. And so I took her, with her team, and this is probably, she's been cheering for a couple of years with the same organization. And this is probably the first year that we actually went on Friday night and stayed the whole weekend. Normally we get up early on Saturday, drive down, get ready for the competition. We'll stay till, Sunday, and then we'll drive back. But this year, I decided to do the same thing that the team does and maybe follow directions. So what happened was my daughter is on the younger girls team, and her friends are on the older girls team. They're all in the same grade, but their birthdays are different. So because my daughter sat around last year when she was taking tumbling and didn't kind of take it seriously, she was on the verge of either going with the older girls or the younger girls. And so they put her with the younger girls because she can do front walkovers, but she has to work on her back walkovers. And so what happened is that normally the teams perform within the same time of each other, but this year they performed, because the older girls went to a higher level, they probably performed 2 or 3 hours difference between each other. And so Saturday, I got up and went to see we got up and went to see the older girls cheer, because they cheered in the morning and my daughter cheered in the afternoon. And the coaches on the older girls, they were thanking her, thank you for coming, and all of these things. And so we went back to the hotel and we relaxed for a little while, had something to eat, and then it was time to come back for her turn to cheer. And I was talking to some of the cheerleaders, are y'all going back, to watch them cheer? No, I think we're going to stay at the pool. Okay. So that, I was like, well, okay. So then they said, well, maybe, I think we're going to stay tomorrow, which, was Sunday, the final performance, because they did the same cheer. Same routine, but they had 2 days that they could do it in, which helped, kind of build your points. If you went the first day and kind of messed up, then you had the second day to rebound. And so the second day came, and I'm watching, and the same thing, the girls went into, at the earlier time, the older team did really good. They got first place, they got jackets, and me and my daughter sitting there cheering them on. And so then we leave, go get something to eat, go, do whatever, and then it's time for her to come back. And of course you're watching other teams performing, and they have, like, in front of the stage, they have this viewing area where parents and the support team can go, and you can get up close to get pictures and videos, and you don't have to worry about people's head or all the way in the back. And so it was time for my daughter to cheer and her team, and I noticed that it was only a few parents there. I'm like, okay, well, where's all the older girls teams? And I know you can't, people have schedules and you can't, make everybody stay, but it kind of should be a suggestion. I was like, okay, well, even if the cheerleaders didn't stay, then the coaches should have stayed for the older girls just to show the younger girls some support. And they weren't there. Like one coach from the older girls stayed, and so it was kind of like you see other teams and their box is full, and ours is just not a few little parents. It was a few parents there to cheer the younger girls on, and they probably were on the team. And so it kind of made me upset. I'm like, we are one organization and two teams. We should be supporting each other. So when they sent the email out and they were talking about, thanks for a good competition and all of this stuff, my daughter's coaches, and I put her coaches and the directors on the email, and of course I had to respond. Some things I let go, but this was really bothering me, and I let them know how disheartening it was for us to see that the support wasn't there from the whole organization. And so, I got a response back. It was, basically, we had something to do. I watched it live. They weren't there, but they watched it live. And so I'm like, okay, they don't know that you were watching it live, but you're still showing support. So you didn't send them a message or say something like, hey, I wasn't able to be there, but I watched you live. Y'all did a very good job. I was still supporting. And so in that, it had me think about like the younger girls, they weren't concerned really who was out supporting them. They just was up there doing their routine. They knew that they had some support there, but it was me that was standing there looking like, where is everybody else at? And so, my daughter's team, they didn't place where they wanted to place, and my daughter's all crying and she's all upset. And so her friend was there, and so it wasn't just mom comforting her and her team comforting her. Her friend stayed and, was comforting her and, telling her, how well of a job that they did. And so it made me think about us in life and when we do things in life and how we like to have the pat on the back, the you're doing a good job. And a lot of times when it doesn't come from the people that we thought that it should come from, it hurts us. It could cause us to stop doing what we're doing. It just has an effect on you when you don't get that support from the people that you thought that you should get it from. And so I thought about that, when you're going to school or, you got a new job and you're excited about your new job, you start a business or you're writing a book or anything a project that you might be just doing in your house or whatever the case might be, and you share that with somebody that is important to you, and you find that they didn't want to come see it, or they're not as happy about it as you are, or they viewed it, like I do live videos. I really don't know who watched it unless they comment or I can see them when I'm on live. But if they watch it later, technology hasn't came to the point where it tells you who's watched it and who's supporting you. So you really don't know who's supporting you. You just know the people that are telling you that they are supporting you. And so in that, my topic is that the lack of support shouldn't break you. The people that you think that should pat you on the back, the people that you think that should encourage you, the people that you think that should be there for you and they aren't, that should not stop you from your goal. That should not stop you from where you're trying to go to. You have to, one, believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing. You have to, two, know that there are people around you that are supporting you. So you have to identify those people that are supporting you in whatever that you are proud of, whatever project or thing that you're accomplishing at this time. You have to know those support and be able to identify it, because you also have to trust the process, and you have to keep on working, and things don't always come out the way that you want to. And so you need to be able to lean on the people that are supporting you, and not so much focusing on those that you believe that should be supporting you and that are not. And so, even in the example of the cheer, my daughter didn't she didn't wasn't thinking about the people that wasn't there. And that's the way that you're supposed to be. The cheerleaders on her team, they weren't, that at least to my knowledge, they weren't thinking that, oh, the older girls aren't there to support me. They were just happy about the people that were there to support them. And that's what you have to focus on, the people that are supporting you, the people that are there for you. And I am truly thankful for those that come and they support me week after week. They comment, they share, they just come live, and while I'm live, and I can see them, and I know that they have my back, and they know that I have their back as well. And I am a person that I try to support anybody that is doing something, because it is those people that mean so much to you, especially when you're first starting and you really need the confidence boosters. You really need somebody there to support you to keep on going. It's those people that were there in the beginning that supported you that mean the most. And so I was once told that my support is the level of support that I have is a gift, that most people don't support like that. And I'm like, well, how is it a gift? How don't most people, believe in supporting somebody else and what they're doing, and being upfront about it, not the people in the back that support you at the back of the room, watching, and some could be supporting you with the hand clap just in case you make it, and some could just be being nosy to support you because they don't think that you're going to accomplish it or make it, or any of those things. And those are the people that you want to stay away from, the negative people that are just being nosy, and they don't really believe in you. And so I wanted to extend my sincere gratitude for those that come and support me as I am on this journey of building my business of Journey to Greatness. And I'm teaching people how to not just survive, but to thrive in every area of their life. And Thrive stands for trust the process, which we talked about today, and keep going. Don't let the lack of support break you in your process. Trust the process, highlight all wins, receive guidance, invest in yourself, vacate negativity, and evaluate your goals. So you continue to evaluate your goals. You continue to evaluate the people that are around you. You continue to vacate the negativity. Get away from the people and the things that are weighing you down, because weights are supposed to make you stronger. They're not supposed to weigh you down. So those things that are weighing you down, the negativity, those are the things that you are supposed to stay away from. And so that is what we are talking about today. So those are the nuggets that I wanted to give you, and the encouragement that I wanted to give you. Do not let the lack of support that you think that should be there stop you from accomplishing your goals, stop you from keep going on, because when times do get hard, when you don't get the results the way that you want to get them, or they don't happen when you want them to happen, just know that in time they will happen, and it will happen either the way that you want to, or even greater than the way that you think that they can happen, that they will keep going, that they will happen as long as you keep going, as long as you push forward, as long as you trust the process, you believe in yourself, and you identify those people that are supporting you. And so with that being said, that is my Thriving Thursday message for today. Thank you for joining me live. Thank you for those that are listening to my message later. I am truly, again, thankful for all of you that are coming along with me on my journey as I give you nuggets to help you in your everyday life. And with that being said, I am out of here. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I am on Instagram, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, and Facebook Live, so you could be watching me on any of those social medias. And I just want to thank you. Join me next week, and don't forget to go back and listen to my other messages, as you can get key nuggets to help you in your everyday life. With that being said, I am out of here. Enjoy your night and weekend, and we will